What should we talk about?
We should come at a time where it's not as poppin'.
Yeah, we get it tomorrow with the other one. Let's like take a video.
Yeah. Millennium Bridge.
Fun fact about the Millennium Bridge. It was actually destroyed in Harry Potter 6 by Death Eaters as they are pursuing Harry Potter. The Millennium Bridge is in the shadow of St. Paul's Cathedral. And it's a very interesting placement because it's also right by a couple of churches and some universities. The bridge itself is a bit of a modern design, something kind of minimalistic, showing not too much, and still kind of representing what London's future would behold.
Here we're at the Millennium Bridge. It was built in 2000 as part of the Millennium Project. There's a guy playing guitar. It's pretty much just all pedestrians. It's about 5:30 at night. Something you notice that's actually pretty interesting about this bridge is there's one commodity it really carries across it. And that's only labor. It's only people. There's no roadways. There's no bikes really. So that's kind of an interesting move for the city to build a bridge that'll only bring people across. It's kind of maybe more of a cultural move than an economic move. We're on the North Bank right now. You can kind of see St. Paul's Cathedral. There's the world headquarters of the Salvation Army. It's kind of a really hopping spot right down in central London. Across the river you can see the Tate Modern, and I guess we'll go over there. From this angle you can kind of see all the modern changes that's happened on the South Bank in the last about 20 years. You can see the Shard, the bridge, Tate Modern. There's a bunch of new kind of Art Nouveau apartments being built. They're super modern. There's Mike. He's a real gem that's popped up the last 20 years, you know. So yeah. All right, you can kind of see I'm under the bridge right now, and it's kind of interesting just to note the economic activity that happens in the river as opposed to kind of the happenings on the bank here. You can see kind of different focuses in London's future, and it's kind of a microcosm for the city, and it's really interesting.
Alrighty, Jason, where are we?
Right now we're at Tower Bridge. You can see it was built in 1884. It took 8 years to complete. It was designed by architect some Jones. He died a year into the project.
Ouch.
You can see it's kind of a Baroque style. It has you see the Gothic pillars and the two towers. A lot of the actual structure of to lift the bridge is partly original. That was replaced in the late 80s, and so it's actually it's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
As one approached the Tower Bridge, you couldn't help but notice the fact that it was right by the Tower of London, and thus it was in a very touristy part of the city, but beautiful. When you actually walked on the bridge, you'd notice a ton of tourists posing for pictures, as well as a bunch of traffic. The bridge had some bas-reliefs and a lot of designs from the Gothic era, which was not seen on the Millennium Bridge. The bridge is also known to be able to open up for boats, something that the Millennium Bridge can't do. Also, as you can see, there were a ton of tourists who were coming probably just from the plane or from their hotel, just crossing the bridge to get on with their day. The bridge also offers views of the city from the top of the, well, I guess you could say, bridge towers, something that is not available at the Millennium Bridge, and also is the reason why it's so touristy here. The boat you can see here is one that is for sightseeing, another sign that this bridge is a very touristy location and attraction and represents a lot of old London. It doesn't feel as if there's a lot of local Londoners here just casually going about for a stroll on their day. As you can see again from the caramelized nuts, this is a very touristy place and a lot of tourists walk here.
Alright.
Here we also see some more like imagery of kind of how London is always kind of stressing England's dominance in the world. Here we have obviously the big towers that were built way back when to kind of show like as a way to flex their muscles, I guess. And even today we still see like with the battleship over there.
HMS Belfast.
That it's still kind of a way for Britain to flex their muscles and still show that they're kind of like top dogs. We all see that with the Shard, with the Tower of London, and even with the Mayor's Building over here, that it's still to this day they like to flex their muscles and show how dominant they are in the world.
Thanks.
We also see here by the Tower Bridge that we have the Tower of London, which is very similar in architecture. They both kind of show the more classical side to London, and kind of depict more of the historical background and historical essence that the city has. This is an interesting contrast to the Millennium Bridge, how we see more of a modern focus, while over on this side of the river we see more of a historical focus.
Alrighty, Jason, give us a little bit of information about the bridge itself.
Well, so the bridge cost the equivalent of like $260 million today in today's dollars to complete. It cost like 1.8 million pounds in the 1880s. And in a similar sense to the Millennium Bridge, it kind of is showing London's real identity and what London's trying to portray to the world. With the Millennium Bridge, it's kind of modernity of the 21st century and kind of the future of London. Here it's kind of showing the impact of classical Victorian London. You can really see it's a bascule style as well as suspension, so it looks like it could be like 180 feet high to kind of show the naval power of London and of Great Britain in this era. So it's really impressive.
Alrighty, any final words before we?
Yeah, as you kind of see today, people really come here not as commuters or locals, they come here as tourists. And I think that's kind of, the bridge represents something quintessentially British, and it kind of creates a pilgrimage site for people looking to kind of identify with the British culture and kind of learn about what it means to be British. It's not really just a functional purpose. It really does have intent and have something specific about it that makes it unique. And that's kind of why it is such a pilgrimage site here, and why we're out here with 80,000 people from 80,000 countries. It's kind of exciting.